Hey guys, Luigi here. I'm going to do a video guide for you on the Hall of Water B7, doing it in auto mode with mostly farmable characters again. If you have watched my Giants guide, you'll notice that there's only one monster that's different. So what I'll do it in reverse this time. I'm going to get straight into the battle, and then I'll show you what runes I'm using on the monsters. So here we go. Chaos Dungeon. Hall of Water B7. Right, so the monsters I'm using here is Bernard, that's the Wind Griffin. You can get him from the Tama Desert if you're lucky. Um, Very good monster to have. Leader skill there as well that comes with him. Increases the attack power of ally monsters with wind attribute by 30%. Shannon, which is the Wind Pixie. You'll see what she does as well. Very good. Natural 2-star. Easily attainable through unknown scrolls, social summons. You can also get her from secret dungeons on the Wind Day, on Thursday. And you probably will get her a 3-star awakened from a mystical scroll if your luck is the same as mine. Belladie on there, the light Inugami you can get from the light dungeon day on Sundays, secret dungeons. Quite annoying to get because a lot of people are after the same monster, so you've got a lot of competition out there, and people tend not to add you most of the time, but you will get the odd helpful person that will add you, and you can, or hopefully a friend will get one and you can get it that way. My support is Acasis there. She's the Wind Sylphid. She's extremely useful for me. She's got me through pretty much everything, all the dungeons, some of How mode. She's very, very useful. But the main guy here is the guy on the bottom right, Taharis. He's the Wind Elemental. Again, a natural 2-star, but if you lack anyone that does continuous damage, like the Wind Ninja or maybe the Wind Succubus, this guy is the guy to get because he's very easy to get. Again, you can get from unknown scrolls or social summons. You can also get him, I believe, from Kabir Ruins. Let's just have a quick look at that just to make sure. Yep, there you go. So you can get him from the Kabir Ruins. And just to show that you can get the Wind Griffin from Tama Desert there. There you go. Right. But yeah, basically he deals what you call dots damage over time. It's basically continuous damage, but he deals a lot of them and is very useful because I'll show you the. Actually, can you see it here? No, you can't see it here, but I'll show you when I get to the boss why you need somebody who does either continuous damage or does damage based on the enemy's max HP. Right, let's get into this then. Here we go. Right, there's the force field there from Acasis, very useful. It becomes a bit better when she's awakened as well, because she also puts up the little shield there next to it that you can see. It prevents critical hits, I believe, or at least lowers the chances. I'm not entirely sure on that. Bernard is extremely useful for speed reasons as well as his leader skill. I could have used Lucian here, but I prefer to use Bernard as the leader, although Lucian's leader skill is at 35% attack power in the dungeons to all monsters. But the reason I'm not using him and I'm using Bernard instead is because of his speed buffs. He has a third skill called Tailwind once he's awakened. I would say try and awaken all of these guys before trying this because I don't think you'd get very far because Shannon needs to be awakened for her third skill. Taharis the same, and the Wind Griffin also. Belladon, I can't quite remember. I think maybe he, she, not sure, needs to be awakened to get their third skill too. Acasis, if you do have her as your support, you wouldn't need to really awaken her, I don't think. She also deals dots, as you can see there. She's got one that lasts for 3 turns, and the reason that you need dots is for this. I'll show you right now. If you look in the top right corner, there, Strong Guardian. Guardian's HP has been increased by 500%. So even if you get really, really strong monsters attacking this boss, his health does not like going down. It really does not like going down. So basically, the reason the dots do so well is because each dot for every turn takes off 5% of his health. So even though he's got that added 500%, it's still going to take off 5% of his max HP, what it stands at now. So as you can see with those dots, his health just shoots down there. It really does. Shannon, she has a move called Pep Talk once awakened, and she increases the attack power and defense of all allies for 3 turns. And that's extremely useful, but not only that, she has a move called Decelerate, which attacks all enemies and lowers their speed for 2 turns. So as Bernard is increasing your speed, she's lowering theirs, so you get a lot of hits in before they do. Oh, mid times 3, that's not too bad. Okay. Also, Bernard has a move called Body Slam. It's his second skill. I'll quickly show you. That decreases the enemy's attack power and defense for 2 turns. Extremely useful. I would say you could use someone else other than Belladon also. You could probably use maybe a Konamiya, because he heals the whole team with that peace skill there once he's awakened. Extremely useful monster to have, especially for the fire dungeons. If you're struggling with the fire dungeons and those bombs keep taking you out, this is the guy to have, because he removes all harmful effects on all allies and recovers HP by 15% each. But he's easy to skill up also, and you can get that recovery up to 45% there. So it's a lot of health back for the whole team, also removing any harmful effects. But anyway, back to the subject. Where are we? Okay, so if you have a Acasis, you probably have ruined her up already, because she's a natural 4-star, and most people would start ruining them up and doing them up as soon as possible, unless they're really poor, of course. I have her Swift Energy, Speed, HP, and HP. That's HP percentage there. If you can, make sure on slots 2, 4, and 6, always get percentage runes, apart from Speed, which only comes in the plus format. Okay. Belladon, I have Swift Focus. That's Speed, HP, and Accuracy. That accuracy is very important because I use Bella in pretty much all of my dungeons, apart from the fire one, I think. Because of this second skill here. Seize. Attacks the enemy and removes all beneficial effects on the target. That doesn't apply to this particular dungeon, the water dungeon. But he does also have his first skill, which attacks with giant claws to decrease the enemy's defense for 2 turns. So it's always nice to get that. Lower the enemy's defense if you can. And then mobilize. Fill the attack bar of all allies by 30% and recovers their HP by 30%. Which is why I'm using Belladon. He's my AoE heal. He heals the whole team, and also he fills up their attack bars, as well as Bernard doing it at the same time. So you pretty much get a lot of turns in before the boss, or any of the trash mobs before you get to the boss. You get a lot of turns in. Bernard, I did mention his skills. Very useful, that leader skill there. The 30% attack for wind monsters. Tailwind increases the attack bar of all allies by 30% and also increases their attack speed for 2 turns. Extremely useful for dungeons and for arena too. I've seen a lot of the good arena teams with Bernard. Attacks the enemy with a body slam and weakens their attack power and defense for 2 turns. Extremely useful move, especially against the likes of giants who hit really hard. Okay. Shannon. Very useful first skill. Attacks the enemy with an energy ball. The attack has a 50% chance of increasing the enemy's chance to land a glancing hit for 2 turns. So that glancing hit is the weakest hit, I believe, on the game. So if you get them to do that for 2 turns, that's going to save you a lot of hassle. Decelerate attacks all enemies, decreasing their attack speed for 2 turns with an 80% chance on each target. And it does land most of the time, I have to say. It seems to be very... Oh, there you go. If you skill it up, it goes up to 100% on each target. That's probably why. She's very easy to skill up. As you do tend to get a lot of pixies through unknown scrolls and social summons. So you can feed them to her and she'll be skilled right up in no time. Okay, and my Taharis is only max 4-star and he seems to be surviving. I'll go through the skills first. His first skill attacks the enemy with sharp lightning claws, inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns if you get a critical hit. So you do want to try and get some critical rate on this guy if you can. Second skill, solid blades, excuse me, increases your attack power and critical rate for 3 turns. Additionally, your attack bar increases by 50%. So you can do that move and then straight in with one of those and then you got a dot. Yeah, that's if you're waiting for this move to come back. I'd start with this move just to get the dots on the boss. Then maybe do solid blades and then go in with that to make sure you do land dots. Unless you have a really high critical rate already, you may not need to use his second skill. But it does fill his attack bar by 50%. That's always nice. And then Assassinate, once he's awakened he gets this skill. Inflicts a deep wound to the target, leaving 2 continuous damage effects for 3 turns. I don't have that skilled right up, I do only need 2 more elementals and that will go down. That'll be even better because I'll only have to wait 4 turns before it comes back. Okay, I didn't go over runes, did I? For this guy I'm using Blade for the crit rate, Focus for some accuracy, and Energy to hopefully keep him alive. I have HP, critical rate, and accuracy there. And it seems to work really well for me. Shannon, I use Swift Focus, that's speed, HP percentage, and accuracy. Bernard, again, Swift Focus, speed. I do have a defense rune here. I would put HP there normally, but I got a little impatient with this one. And accuracy. So yeah, there you go, guys. Please do rate, comment, subscribe. I hope that video has helped at least some people. Some people will probably go, oh god, it's useless, just use these guys. But this works for me, so hopefully it can work for you too. If there is anything I have forgotten to mention, please do put it in the comments. Thank you for watching again, guys. Goodbye.